Hey guys, Bob here, aka Mr. Reef Safe, and today I'm doing par readings on the Neptune Sky over my Waterbox 180.5. Okay, so in interest of full disclosure, there's a couple things I want to talk about. So my Neptune Skies are here and here. Right now it's set up on camera mode. I'm going to switch that to what I have set for my daylight mode, what I want it set at, and I'll give that description at the time. I'll actually read it off what it says on the app. I have my camera light over here, I have the overhead light over here. Those are going to be off for that portion of the video while I do the readings, and I'm not going to go into a whole lot of in-depth, back and forth. This is going to be kind of basic. It's not going to be scientific, but I want to kind of run the middle of the tank right down the center and give the par readings on these levels. Now, I don't know if you can see, there's a line up here. This is what I've considered above the water level. So there's about an inch there, give or take. I'll do the readings there as well, just to see what it's at. And then I've got the upper part of the tank, which right now I don't have any corals in. The middle part of the tank, which is where I do have the vast majority of the corals, where I have the SPS in. Then the lower half where I have the LPS in, and of course on the sand where I have more LPS, like the Trachophilia and the Homophilias at the bottom. I also cleaned the glass really well about a half an hour ago. I wanted to make sure that there wasn't going to be anything on the two sides and the front. I don't clean the back, so I left that as is, so there's not going to be a lot of reflection on there. But seeing as I'm not going into the back of the tank, that's not going to be an issue. And if you watch the BRS videos on par readings anyway, you'll see that the black also kind of absorbs some of that. So whenever they did readings, they learned that. But again, I'm going to try to stick towards the middle of the tank and get as many readings as I can. Now I'm using an Apogee. I forget the model number. I'll tell you that when I get to doing it. But this is just basic stuff. It doesn't give the spectrum. It just gives the par. So it's just to give you an idea of what these lights can do. I will do a full review video on them at some point. I've had them up for 3-4 months now, and I'm absolutely loving them. I can tell you in a quick review, they do grow coral, so I'm happy with them. That being said, I was happy with my Radions. I just happen to like these a little bit better. I've had AIs, and I've had Reef Brights, and I've had Kessels, and I've liked them all. These just happen to be my favorite at this juncture. So I'm not, bad-mouthing any other brands. I just happen to like these, and I'm a Neptune guy. I do kind of bend towards Neptune products, so I just want to be upfront on that. I think that's all I wanted to say about the biases that I have, and I do have a bias towards some things. Everyone does, but I'm going to try to give you the most information that I can. Now, you see the grids up and down? So right here and right here are where my lights are up here. I tried to match them as cleanly as I could to where the lights are. In the center here, where the lights will meet together, and of course the two sides. And these lines are really where the edge of the lights come. So I wanted to share that as well, so to kind of give an idea. So I'll do each one of those in the grid. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, so I've got the Apogee MQ210. I know there's a newer model, but this is the one I have, and this is what I'm going to go with. And I forgot to tell you that I put the lens, an orange lens, on the camera because I didn't want it to be completely blue and washed out. But we're going to go and get started here and see what we're dealing with here. All right, so I was able to do the par readings. The meter was jumping around a little bit, so I had to kind of gauge where that was, and that's because I didn't turn the pumps off. So in a few places, I had to kind of guess where it was. I was kind of watched it and see where it kind of leveled out, where it kind of the middle ground, but I was fairly accurate. The only place I had a question was right here because the coral tentacles would have covered the meter, so I couldn't quite get down to the bottom. So that's probably a little lower, thus the asterisk. So I said I would tell you what my readings were at. The violet's at 100, blue is at 100, white at 75, and amber is at 10. That's what I do for the peak of the day for the most part. So I just wanted to give that number. I'm not going to go through all the different things, but this will give you an idea. So overall, I'm really liking this, and I'll have this picture up on Instagram. If you want to look it up there, look at it more detail and be able to see it where I'm not standing in front of it, not talking over everything going on. You'll be able to see it on there. And until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, comment below. Have a great day.